Above Deke's head, y'all do see this nice shiny logo from DraftKings. Shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook. Today's show is officially brought to you by DraftKings, only the top rated sports booking app in all of North America. We know they are safe, secure, and the thing that I love the most is they are reliable. And like we always say, man, whenever we're going to talk about any company, we got to have something for you. All right. So for the new customers out there, you download that app, you make your initial bet $5. You're going to get $200 in bonus bets instantly with the promo code MOATS. It's a simple concept, man. And I mean, they got a lot of cool things going on in terms of opportunities to potentially win more earnings, man, when you talk about some of their anytime scoring prop bets and things along that nature. But we also understand that sometimes you get lost in the sauce and it could be a little bit rough on you. You might develop what we call a gambling problem. And if you're in New York, it's a number that you can text. But for everybody else, the digits to dial are 1-800-GAMBLER.
All right, Brandon Bradford. It says 2-2 is putting the team on his back. Omar, give him his money. Also, the offense is looking JV for long periods. It's still concerning. I don't know what 77 did this summer, but it clearly was not pass protect. It's like he's too athletic and doesn't know which tool to use.
Oh, man. All right. The first one we off the top rope with it. Dang on, man. How Broderick get shot today? It's like that sometimes. All right. How'd you feel about Najee, man? Because people want to hear about your thoughts on Najee before I even talk. Because they know how I feel about Najee. But they are eager to hear from you, man.
I like Najee. When have I said I didn't like him?
We don't think that you don't like him. I think that people just feel like maybe you like other running backs on the roster potentially more.
That's
I
fair.
think that's kind of what they're going with.
Sure. And how my comments could teeter on disrespectful at times towards Najee.
Just kind of the trade talk. Yeah. Or any of these backs can do what he does type thing. Yeah. I think that's what they would talk about.
Yeah, I don't view him as a top-tier running back that should be getting paid double digits per year. I don't view him in the same vein as a Saquon Barkley.
Or Ramondre Stevenson.
No.
He's a double digit.
No,
he's double digits.
Maybe they just overpaid him. Saquon Barkley, a Derrick Henry, those type of guys. But I'll tell you what, he looked like those type of guys yesterday because Justin Fields even said it in his press conference. I don't know what Najee Harris ate the night before. I don't know what his training regimen was for this week because he did things that I've never seen him do before.
He better keep the white socks, bro.
Maybe that's it.
He had the high white socks. We've never
He
seen
does.
it
He looks slimmer. We got the game on right now on
look
replay.
Faster. That's a vet move, bro. Everybody knows you put the high white socks on, you just look faster. Even if you're not running faster, it's the illusion, bro. It's kind of like when you see this, like the stage performers, they put like white tape on their hands. It's like, it's the illusion.
Yeah, sometimes what they say,
it works,
fake it
bro.
till you make it. So
Yeah.
maybe Najee's faking it to himself in a way, like he sees himself or feels himself being in those white shoes.
He's like, I'm fast.
Yeah, and then
I'm nice.
he
I'm
naturally
fast.
runs a little bit faster.
Bro, you saw even on
Because
his first
he
little
starts
catch.
to believe it.
His first little catch, I'm like, that looks 7-ish. That looked Big Ben-ish, like what we used to do back rookie year.
So obviously you had the one where we handed it off to him to the right,
Mm-hmm.
and he has the juke that
It made that man touch ground.
made
him touch earth?
It was an ankle breaker. It was an Allen Iverson crossover type of moment. And then Najee gets an additional 15, 20 yards after that in
And
the open
can we
field.
shout out to the blocking also? He actually was able to get to the second level before getting touched.
Yeah.
They open up a hole for him. That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
Right.
when he gets some space and it's not the brick wall.
Well, I've never seen him do that before, though. I don't think anyone has seen him do that before because when he tries to juke, it's usually in slow motion and he's going backwards. And that's why we've traditionally got pissed off about him trying to do juke moves and be a finesse running back where, like, you look at his body type.
Downhill
Just
press it, man.
go right at him. You're going to gain an extra 2-3 yards instead of going backwards. But if he could consistently pull off jukes like that, then I'm open for it.
Just give him space.
I don't know where that came from.
He actually got blocked. The guys were blocked
Dude,
better, bro.
Dude, but you've never seen a juke like that out of Najee. That was the
Fair.
best
Well,
juke I've ever seen.
So, in terms of the overall
From him.
juke, sure. But have we seen him one-on-one versus safety and he mushed them dudes and still pick up big yardage is what I'm saying. Just give him more opportunities. This is what he looked like at Bama. Think about that last year at Bama, bro. That was this version right there, man.
Yeah.
We just don't get enough of opportunities for him to do it, man. So for every 4 or 5 times, if he isn't hitting it each and every time, then it never feels like this. But for him this time, he got the opportunity, and he made not the one on that side, but he also did the one on the other side.
That was the other one I was going to talk about. We did that halfback toss off to the left.
And we don't even like toss plays with Najee typically. We want it more downhill.
We're starting to like not toss plays at all in general. It doesn't seem like they ever work for us.
Well, you got to block the perimeter. And you get bad matchups on tight ends if those guys can't block 4-3 DNs or 3-4 outside linebackers.
So anyway, we toss it off to him to the left. There's some congestion. Didn't really look like the play was going to go anywhere. But then he breaks free down the sideline.
Talk to me, Deke.
And he did his best Derrick Henry impersonation.
Talk to me, Deke.
I couldn't believe it. He actually took it to the house for, was that 40 plus?
It was
How many
nice.
yards is that?
It was like 36 and a half. It looked good, though.
Threw on the afterburners.
Yeah.
Outraced the defender. Outraced, not a linebacker, but a guy from the secondary. Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah.
Come on,
and then
bro.
he reaches across over the goal line, and luckily he didn't fumble it before crossing, and it goes for a touchback.
Don't you put that negative image out there. Luckily he didn't fumble. Don't you put
that
negative
like
image out there, man.
It was all good.
He's Superman that thing.
That was
bro.
the best game. I think personally he might have better just raw stat lines, but I think that was the best game I've actually seen from Najee.
I would agree.
From an efficiency standpoint, because you look at the yards per carry, that was 7.6 yards per carry. When have we ever seen Najee ever get over 5 yards a carry?
Absolutely right, bro.
And then, he had a couple catches out the backfield. But I got to see two things that I've never seen Najee do before. Yeah. Plus the just overall production. That was the best game I've seen.
Along with the ball security continues to travel and his pass protection.
Yeah, and you got to see some normal Najee stuff.
Yeah.
Runs up the middle, gaining extra yards where nothing's there.
And you see the passion that he plays with, like, I feel like he sets the tempo for us offensively. When he's motivated and is fired up and he's getting involved early, I just feel like offensively we kind of ride that wave. But I love everything I saw from Najee, man.
Can I say one thing, though?
Go ahead, get it off your chest.
The caveat.
Get it off your chest.
That I have been talking about, though, with the Steelers' run game was evident, too, I thought.
I'm listening.
And that is Jaylen Warren's presence was back, because I actually think that helped Najee out. I know if you look at just player for player, Najee had the better game, but let's not discredit what Jaylen Warren means to this offense and opening things up for Najee Harris.
I'm listening. I mean, I feel you, but at the same time, I don't know. Maybe it was just me. Maybe because of how I look at Najee. But I thought this was more so Najee just doing Najee type things, man, because...
No, he was not doing Najee like things. He was doing
to you guys.
He was doing Derrick Henry type things.
To you guys, it wasn't Najee.
Come on, dude.
Things.
No, you come on. I tell you, he's gonna do an Allen Iverson crossover type of juke.
We're talking about
and he's gonna take one to the house down the sideline. You wouldn't have expected that
coming in. All I'm saying is this: the two specific things that we're gonna talk about is him making the safety miss 1-on-1 in the hole, touch the ground off the juke, and then him scoring the 36-yarder. All I'm saying is, you could go back to the Falcons game, you could see Najee break a long run. It was just the fact that he actually scored. That was the sexy part. We've seen him make a safety miss and get 20-plus yards. It was the fact that he made him touch the ground with a dead leg. But as a whole, it's like, that was Najee's game, because even when he made the defender miss with the dead leg, he did look still like he had the backpack on. It was like, with Jaylen Warren, we get it. You going to hit there, and you to the crib with it. With Najee, it was like, get what you could get, go to the stiff arm, we get it. But that's the part where I'm just saying, I think with him, man, the more opportunities you give him, and not just running the football, I liked him catching the football. It looked just like when 7 would drop it off, because instead of him having to get through the trenches and praying that our O-line makes the block, praying that the tight ends make the block, now you get rid of that clutter, and now it's him one-on-one versus a linebacker. Good luck, man. Do it 10 times and see what happens. I thought that, he did his thing in that space, man. But that's my only thing. I just feel like it's easy to look for other reasons to not give him the praise for what he was able to do. I do think Jaylen Warren being out there was a nice added element to the offense. But in terms of just watching the game, I didn't feel like that was the big deciding factor of how they were going to play Najee. Because to me, Jaylen, his production wasn't anything crazy. It was just, you were there. We were excited. But I just thought that O-line tight ends, especially the tight ends. I thought Darnell Washington, I thought they blocked really, really well this week. I thought those dudes kind of handling what they did on the perimeter, it gave Najee them opportunities, man. And then Najee stepped up and did what he was supposed to do. This is what you want from Najee getting drafted, though. That's Bama tape. That's the Bama Najee. We just haven't seen a ton of that consistently, but that's Bama Najee, man.
That's the other, like, he just played better, too.
Yeah, he had a game, man. He definitely had one. Now, will that be consistent? We got to find out. But that's what separates him from the Derrick Henrys. It's like Derrick Henry does that on a week in and week out basis, or throughout the majority of his career, you've seen that way more frequently. Whereas with Najee, the overall statistics don't reflect that, but that's typically because you don't get that 30-plus yarder out of him. Usually it's a ton of 10 and unders, a ton of 7 and unders.
Well, yeah, those two plays that we're highlighting, that changed everything. That is a big deal in his stat line.
That's 70, almost 50, 60 yards right there.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, it was a Najee game. It was just that one, instead of that being tackled for an 8-yarder, he makes a miss. He gets 20-plus. Instead of this bottled up.
I think that's why we're talking about him the way that we did, though. Yeah. Like, those were the outliers. Those were the things I'm like, whoa, didn't expect that to happen. That's awesome. Yeah. If you can keep it up.
Just hoping we block like that, man. Like, he has some legit lanes this week, bro. Like, that's why I'm like back and forth with the old locks. Like, yo, they did well at times, but then they did not so well at times.
Well, they're doing better. It seems like they might be trending in the right direction because now
we're gonna have another switch. That's what I'm about to say. We got
hopefully not. Hopefully not. I heard it might just be a small injury. Hopefully, either not out or only out for a week or so. But yeah, that's the problem. I was gonna say this Raiders game. That's 2 weeks in a row. At least we get the offensive line and all the same pieces together. But now with Zach Frazier being hurt, who knows if that's gonna keep up?
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe we're not. Maybe we're not because of injuries going to be trending in the right direction.
That's I hope. Yeah, if he's able to dodge it into something, nothing crazy, great. But otherwise, you're talking about, all right, now do we keep Mason McCormick at right, or do we try to put Mason maybe at center, put Spencer Anderson back out there at right guard? Does Spencer Anderson go to center? Mason McCormick's there, right? Like, I think that's gonna be the convos now. It's crazy.
Those aren't fun conversations. And you know what? I did apologize to Najee last night. I give a formal apology.
There it is. Shout out.
But I think that's like my third one at this point. So I don't even think they're that meaningful.
Now, would you still want to trade him?
Not now.
All right, just check. Because you said somebody in the comment section said now that his stock is higher, we should get rid of him now, right?
Yeah, for Nick Chubb. Yeah. I wouldn't do that now.
For sure.
If Najee can run like this, completely go with it. Yeah. I like the combo. Even if Najee didn't have those two plays, though. Even if the one ended in a tackle and the other one ended, or let's just say they both ended in a tackle. We'll just say that, and he gets like half the yardage on both of them. I still 70, 80. I was gonna say I still like him in this offense, but with a Jalen Warren and a Cordell Patterson back there too. Now, if he can consistently break off runs like that, yeah, there's less need for a Warren or a Patterson, but I still think they're very valuable.
Yeah, this is home run threats. This is very different. If we're hyper focusing on that part, I'm with you 1,000%. The home run finishing it off.
Oh, and with Jalen Warren and Patterson and what they can do in the pass game too. That's why I still really like those guys. No matter what.
I'm with you. I think we're in a good position. We just got to get the other guys healthier. I mean, think about it. Warren wasn't even supposed to be out there.
Warren looks healthy. Yeah. Look better than what he did earlier in the season.
Had the nice kickoff return too. I want to say was that? No, he got popped on that thing, but he still was decent.
Nah, he looked good. I'm actually surprised at his stat line. I thought he played better than 6 carries for 7 yards.
Yeah.
Was there like a stupid? Was he involved in one of the stupid plays, the lateral plays or something? Yeah, where he had no chance.
Yeah.
And then maybe one or two of them get called back for hold? I don't know. I actually thought he played better than that stat line.
No, I'm with you.